Okay, so we are doing first thoughts on the Haus Labs concealer. I'm super excited about this concealer. I wanted to try the new Fenty concealer that just came out, but when I went to Sephora, something just kind of pulled me to this. I probably will still get the Fenty concealer because I love Fenty products so much, but I've never tried anything with Haus Labs. I've heard very good things about it, so I figured why not go ahead and give it a shot. So this is the concealer that we are going to be reviewing today and doing like first thoughts review today, and I'm super excited. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so details on the product. This is the Haus Labs by Lady Gaga, the Skin Tech Concealer and Corrector. I am in the shade, well, the shade I'm using today is 34 Medium Golden. It says it's Haus Tech powered with Bioferment 7 complex plus hyaluronic acid complex. Infused with 20 skincare ingredients, this clean concealer brightens and covers with a weightless serum-like texture that blends seamlessly for a hyper smooth second skin finish, created with kindness, clean, cruelty-free, and vegan. And for the product, you get 0.24 fluid ounces. It also has the instructions on how to use. So it says apply anywhere you want to seamlessly conceal, brighten, and blur. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm really excited. So again, of course, I conceal. I do under the eyes, a little bit on the forehead, and a little bit on the chin. And I'm also gonna use this for my eyeshadow base, because that's really what I use my concealer for. So I'm going to use this the same way I would use any other concealer, and we're going to see what it gives. So yeah, let's jump right into it. I'm excited. Okay, so that's going to be the face. So now I'm going to jump into, while this is, I am going to let this dry down a little bit. And while this is, well, I don't think I want to jump right into my eyeshadow just yet. I know I'm going to use this to base my eyeshadow, but I do think I want to go into my cream contour first. And then, because I just don't know how long this needs to dry down, and I don't want to let it dry too much while doing my eyeshadow and not be able to get, get the true feel of the product. So I'm going to do my cream contour, and then I'm going to come back to blending out the face, the concealer on my face. So we will be right back. I'm going to go ahead and do my cream contour, and I'll be back to blend out the concealer, and we'll just continue the review from there. Okay, so cream contour is done, so we are going to continue with the Haus Labs concealer. So I do have the Sephora Pro Concealer Brush 57, the number 57. I'm going to go in with this. I'm going to just make it a little damp with my Urban Decay setting spray, and then I'm going to go in and blend out all of the concealer. And I feel like this is the true test because it's had some time to dry down, so I really want to see like how it blends out, how easy it is to blend. And I feel like this is the first part of the true test. Okay, let's see how she blends out. Here we go. Now y'all know my forehead is my favorite part of my concealer blend. I will say, because I really didn't use that much product, I didn't want to be as heavy-handed, and I feel like the product stays exactly where you put it. It's very, like, it's a very condensed product, so I probably should have put a little more concealer, a little bit higher, but it's super smooth and it still gives like that seamless blend. I just probably should have bought it a little bit higher, but yeah, it's so far, it's super blendable, super good. Oh wow, it feels really good too, and it's very light. Like, it's not like heavy, it's not overly tacky. And again, exactly where I have the product is exact, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to put this exactly where you want it to go, because the product is not, like, it's gonna stay exactly where you placed it. Which I feel like for the under eye especially is perfect. And this Sephora brush is amazing. Let's get into that too. Oh wow, look at that under eye. Okay, I am just going to take a sponge and just go right. Wow. Wow. All right, Lady Gaga. You know what, girl? You may have done something with this, okay? Wow. Wow. Oh, my eyes itching. All right, let's go in with that sponge. Wow. I want to put a little more under my eye. Just a little bit. Excuse me. Let that dry a little bit. She blends good. She blends very well. Like, I'm excited to set her. I'm excited to set her.
Work, and then I can do my talk voiceover at home.
Yeah.
And that may be what I'll do, because at work I have a stand, so I can do it a little better. I can, position it a little better.
I'm about to say, because you can really do the voiceover anywhere. I always do my voiceover in my bedroom, because I also feel like it has less echo.
Oh, okay.
So whenever I do a voiceover, I come in my bedroom, turn everything off. I feel like I have the least amount of echo and like background noise. Yeah. The voiceover, I feel like you should, like, if you find a good place for that, you should just always do the voiceover there.
Okay. Okay. And so the lady, she said she did such a good job, because I had to do a month of videos. I did like 4 or 5 of them. And I was like, okay, so that's my takeaway from the video part. So she was like, you did such a good job. Your lighting looks good. You know, they were like, I don't know how she did. She was doing the video and talking. I was like, it's a voiceover. I said, it's not that hard. Trust me, it's not that hard. Do you have an Apple phone?
Right.
She's like, well, yeah. I said, well, then you have iMovie on your phone. You just do it through iMovie. I said, I can show you how to.
Okay, so this is the concealer blend out so far. It's super... I'm trying to find the word to describe it. It's very snatched, but I did put a little bit of extra concealer on the under eye because I just don't think I applied enough product. I would say it's very buildable. Like once it dried down, it was super buildable, and it's very snatching. It's very hydrating too. It's not, my under eye doesn't feel dry at all. So what I'm going to do now is set the concealer with the one size dark deep setting powder just to set that before I bake. And I'm still going to use this concealer to base my eyeshadow, so that way I can see how it works under a product for the shadow itself, and if it does kind of still hold that pigment, as well as how it works under the product for the rest of the face. So I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye with the powder, and then I'll be back with the concealer as the base for the eyeshadow, and then we'll finish the rest of the face and I'll come back with the final look. So just those 2 additional parts before we get to the final look and the full feel and review of the Haus Labs concealer. What do you think?
I think probably quite less.
Okay, so final review for the Haus Labs concealer. Again, this is in the shade 34 medium golden. I will say this concealer, I'm trying to think of the words. This concealer is super smooth, super light, super buildable. I really like the snatchness that I got in my under eye. Now, I usually use the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and I've used this concealer for years. But Haus Labs is probably, I don't want to say it's going to replace it, but it may. It probably I feel like it probably will replace it, just because the Too Faced concealer, like if you put a little dot right here, it's gonna be all over. I feel like the Haus Labs, the formula is made so it's a very precise kind of product. Like you have to put the concealer exactly where you want it to go. It's not gonna really spread or move too far past where you place it, as if that makes sense. But it, again, it's super light, it's super buildable. I started with some under eye at first, and I went back and added a little bit more. But I feel like the first time using a product, you kind of have to see, like, you don't want to be as heavy-handed, right? And you do want a buildable product, just in case you're using too much. You don't know how much product to use, how long to dry it down. I didn't let it dry down too long, and I really like that it's not like super tacky. Like I feel like even if I would have let it blend dry down a little bit more, it still would have had the easy blendability that it did have, and it was super easy to blend, which is my favorite part. I really do like this concealer. It's definitely going to be in my routine, and I really oh gosh, it probably will replace my Too Faced concealer. I'll probably still use my Too Faced for my brows, to conceal and clean up my brows, but this Haus Labs is really, really good. Again, I'm in the shade 34 medium golden, and it's It's super pretty. Again, it's very light, but it still gives you that under eye snatch that you really want in a concealer. Very easy to blend. I really don't have anything bad to say. I don't really have any type of feedback or anything I wish that was different about the product. The applicator is very easy to apply. It has kind of like that flat applicator, if you can see that. So it's very easy to apply the product and be very precise, which I feel like you have to be. But yeah, I really have nothing bad to say about this concealer. I'm really glad that I tried it out, and I still want to try Fenty Beauty's new concealers, but this is really good. Of course, you're not getting as much product, like compared to Too Faced. It's like about 3 of these. This is, how much is this? This is 0.45 fluid ounces, and this is 0.24. So literally almost half. But I'm not mad. I think the price point was about maybe $28 to $32, I think was the price point. I'll make sure to put it in the description with the link to it. But yeah, I really like this concealer. Now I am going out today, so I'm gonna see like how it wears and how it, you know, lasts throughout the day. But first impressions, I really like it. I definitely see myself using this concealer going forward. Again, I have nothing bad to say. I would say a 10 out of 10 for sure. 10 out of 10 with that Haus Labs concealer. Okay, so that's basically it. Another product review, another first impression of the Haus Labs concealer. Now for the full look and the full glam on this, including the eyeshadow, the rest of the face, I'll link that right here. That video is going to be on my channel, so you can see the full glam, all the products used, steps, everything of that sort, all those details. But for the Haus Labs review, we are done. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Yeah, do not forget to follow me on all socials at The Kid in the City. Thank you so much for your time. And you know, the girls like to get into the products, and I feel like as I get deeper into makeup and trying new things, you really kind of find the products that work for you, your skin, your wear, whatever the case. So yeah, I mean, I really do like doing these reviews, and I'll, you know, for sure continue them going forward. But that is it for the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with the kid, and for that I thank you. Until next time, bye.